Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, October 20th and Sunday, October 21st, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is balance comes by working with the universe. And I have decided, because doing the dailies every single day has just been such a challenge, that I'm going to at least give myself a day off. I used to try to do that, but I hadn't been able to do that for a while, and I feel like that's the reason the universe has kind of been pushing me into take it easy, take it easy. So by doing, the weekend scope together, I can have a day fully to myself. So that is my plan, and let's see how it happens. That being said, we are in the final days of Scorpio. Tuesday, Scorpio happens. Sun in Scorpio happens on Tuesday. So we're building up into that. That means we're in these final degrees. The final degrees of Scorpio lessons. Not Scorpio lessons, sorry. Libra lessons. And that lesson is very important. Before we go into Scorpio, like I said, all of these signs build on top of each other. So you really want to have the lesson of the first one, the previous one, as you move into the second. This lesson right now really feels so strongly of balance. And it really is the lesson of balancing everything. Action and allowing light and dark, yin and yang, really finding where you're balanced in there. And part of what I think we need to work with this moon in Pisces through this weekend, a lot of this water energy moving through, is going with the flow of the universe. Now, one of the things I've talked about this year is disrupting the flow. And one of the lessons that's still here is the do something different. So it's noticing what the universe flow is and not working in resistance against that, because we just cause ourselves so much pain and so many problems by working against the universe. But also noticing where we still act from shadow behavior, shadow places, from victim behavior, from places of not being empowered, and stop the flow or learn the lesson from that flow and change that flow. That is, I think, the work of this weekend. And I think that's one of the really big things, is that Lilith working that South Node energy. We really need to learn that lesson from Lilith. She did not focus her energy into resistance, which resistance, when you think about it, and level of physics and everything else, is a very interesting concept. Lilith worked with her soul. Lilith worked with her truth. Lilith was like, that's not working for me. This is how I'm true to me. Lilith conjunct the South Node may bring up old situations where you felt Lilith, where you felt taken for granted, where you felt not honored, where somebody tried to get you to do something that wasn't true to you. And meanwhile, Lilith is like, you don't have to fight that. This is a really good lesson for me. You don't have to fight that. What you need to do is keep moving in the direction that's true to you, rather than focusing on what they're doing to you or anything like that. What is true to you, and how do you move in that direction? And that's how we do something different. That's how we have the courage to honor our hearts. That's how we work with this North Node Leo energy that is finishing up. Another thing finishing up, it really wants to get our attention so that we listen to our hearts and move from that place. That being said, with this astro energy between the moon in Pisces and these late Scorpio energies, and the moon in Pisces connecting to many of these Scorpio energies, there may be a sense of deja vu. You may have a little bit of a Groundhog Day experience coming up. I had one the other day. I was sitting here with the kitten, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so deja vu. I experienced this. I've lived this. So notice that. And if that experience comes up, check where you can do something different. There's a lot of healing that's coming up. As we build into these final days of Scorpio, the sun builds into an inconjunct with Chiron. Chiron at that 29th degree of Pisces. And that 29th degree has so much information, so much karmic information for us, so much ancestral information for us. So we're building into this place where we can balance the wounds from the past, heal the wounds from the past, as we keep moving forward deeper into our destiny. Oh, this stray hair is bothering me. Sorry, that was like, whoa, what is that? All right, so let's go through these connections. Moon first connects with Venus. Venus is retrograde in Scorpio. This is 6 degrees. That's Venus's degree. So this to me is really one of those worth things. Working with the flow of the universe in regards to your worth. Working with the flow of the universe in regards to your talents. So many of us are so gifted, and we put those talents aside. We push those things aside, whether it's art, whether it's spiritual gifts. Put those aside. So those things may be bubbling up to try to implement their way into your flow. But the worth piece of this, and really the worth of the yin, again, whether you are female or male or wherever you are in the spectrum of things, the spectrum of gender, look to your yin and really, what is the right word? Really re-emphasize the worth of the yin within you. Because all of us need a good balance of that yin and the yang. The yin has its value, the yang has its value, and when they work together, we are our most powerful. And that's what we're working to with the Scorpio energy, is really knowing and utilizing our power. The next connection is the moon conjunct Neptune, psychic energy, influxing, but also, as Neptune is also retrograde, bringing up past old stuff to be shifted. Now, one of the things that I mentioned, I'm not sure, I think it was when Chiron went retrograde into Pisces, spirituality / religion has had much to say in regards to our worth, in regards to our power. I'm reading such an interesting book right now. I think it's called the Sophia Code. And I went through this one part where it's like giving away your power, to religious doctrine, taking back that power. Notice where you have given yourself away to something that has said that you're not good enough or that you're not perfect. And come back to that place and reaffirm the truth that you are the soul of the universe, the soul of the universe, and that your name is love, that you are a piece of the greatest thing that exists, which is pretty amazing. Like, know yourself. Moon connecting to Mercury in Scorpio. Psychic inclinations. This is such a good week to do readings. This is such a good week to dig in, to figure out like how you want to figure out this, the last part of this year, working into 2019. I laughed because I have a reading that I'm going to be offering. I'm going to be offering a Jupiter reading because we have Jupiter preparing to move into Sagittarius. And that's like luck and grace up the wazoo. And my feeling is we are really going to need to focus on that energy. So this energy, this psychic energy, like, where do you want to move yourself? How do you want to be empowered moving into this next little space? That's what I'm feeling with that connection. And that connection as well with the moon and Pluto. Moon and Pluto, again, may bring up past old stuff. Pluto working through Capricorn. Old structures are crumbling, releasing. But what are you building right now? What are you building and how are you empowering right now? And how are you working with the universe? That keeps being the overall theme. How are you working with the universe instead of being in resistance? If there is stuff up in your life that you do not like, as you're like, I don't like it, you are in resistance. And those challenges are not going to just go away by you being like, I don't like it. It's not how it works. Work with these things because, like I said the other day, these things that are happening are trying to bring you back into balance. They're trying to bring you on the path. The universe is not trying to kill you, smite you, wrestle you. It's trying to be like, hey, this is the direction you need to go. Can you work with me? Can you work with me? I just realized I totally forgot to pull cards. Moon is also going to be trining Jupiter. Jupiter finishing up in Scorpio, 26 degrees. That is that degree of responsibility. So showing up, responsible for your light and your dark. Showing up, responsible for where you resist. Where you resist may be part of your shadow. Where you resist may be part of your fear. Where you resist may be part of your survival stuff. Where you resist may be part of deep trauma that needs a chance to be loved and looked at. You are responsible for your light and your dark, and it's a lot easier to focus on shining your light, and I think it's a wonderful thing, but the darkness also needs its time. Moon will conjunct Chiron, 29 degrees, that sense of deja vu, working through things. Let it come through, let the feels come through, and realize you've got to feel it to heal it. It's part of the process. Feeling it is not bad or wrong. You gotta feel it to heal it. And finally, the moon will shift like 11:58 p.m. on Sunday night, Pacific time, into Aries. So I will be back for Horoscope by then. But gotta feel it to heal it. Here are these energies. So many of us are carrying this guilt stuff, and it's really not letting us see who we are. The King and the Queen of Pentacles. Worthy AF. You are worthy AF. One more card for the heck of it. Worthy of AF as your dreams, or of your dreams, coming true. So I'm going to close it with that because that is long enough. So if you'd like to book a reading, email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. I will be putting that Jupiter reading up. Come join me on Patreon. I'm going to be doing Scorpio readings come this week for people who have Scorpio suns and rising. I take any donation for these, so come join me over there. Besides that, you have the power. The better it gets, the better it gets. And there is enough love in the world for you. Namaste.